Alright, let's dive into the fascinating world of cells, shall we? Think about it for a moment. Cells are truly the building blocks of life. Every living thing, from the tiniest bacterium swimming in a puddle to the majestic blue whale cruising through the ocean, is composed of these remarkable structures. Some are unicellular, like bacteria, while others are multicellular, which includes everything from plants to humans. Each cell operates like a little factory, bustling with activity. But at their core, what are they really made of?
Wait, hold on. So every living organism is made of cells? That's insane. It's like, we're all made of these tiny factories. So what exactly makes up a cell?
Exactly. Great connection. A cell has some key components. There's DNA, which is essentially the instruction manual for the cell. Cytoplasm, that jelly-like substance filling up the cell, and various structures that handle everything from energy production to growth. Imagine if the cell were a city. The DNA would be the city's archives, storing all essential information, while the cytoplasm would represent the city's infrastructure, streets, buildings, all neatly combined.
Oh wow, that's a cool analogy. So, is there a way to classify cells? Like categories or something?
Yes, absolutely. We broadly classify cells into two categories: prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells, which we find in bacteria and archaea, lack a nucleus. Imagine a little chaotic city without a central town hall, operating entirely on instinct. Their genetic material is floating about in a region we call the nucleoid.
That's super interesting. So do those bacterial cells have any organelles, or is it just a free-for-all?
Great question. Prokaryotes have some simple structures, but they lack the membrane-bound organelles you'd find in eukaryotic cells. Now let's shift our focus to eukaryotic cells. These are more complex and larger, boasting a nucleus that acts like a control center, along with various organelles, much like a well-organized city with designated areas, parks, schools, markets, all working in harmony.
Oh, I see. So, like, in animals and plants, it's all about organization? But what are some of these organelles actually doing?
Fantastic follow-up. Let's break it down. The nucleus, for instance, is akin to a mayor's office, since it stores the DNA and dictates how the cell should function. Then we have mitochondria, often dubbed the powerhouse of the cell, that create energy in the form of ATP. Think of them as the electricity plants lighting up the city.
Wow, electricity plants, I like that. So, what about the ribosomes? I've heard that they are important too, right?
Absolutely. Ribosomes are the construction workers of the cell, synthesizing proteins, which are essentially the building materials. They can be found floating freely in the cytoplasm or attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum, also known as the rough ER, which is all about protein synthesis. Then there's the smooth ER, specializing in lipid synthesis and detoxifying substances, almost like a spa retreat for the cell.
A spa retreat. That's quite a visual. So how do materials actually move in and out of the cell?
Excellent inquiry. The cell membrane functions based on what we call the fluid mosaic model. Visualize it as a flexible barrier made of a phospholipid bilayer, interspersed with proteins acting as gates for transport. There are two primary methods for substances to move: passive transport, which requires no energy, think of it as floating down a river, and active transport, which demands energy to shift substances against a concentration gradient.
So it's like paddling upstream versus floating down a river.
Precisely, and don't forget bulk transport, the way cells engulf materials through endocytosis or expel materials via exocytosis, much like a city receiving goods or disposing of waste.
That's actually mind-blowing. So what happens when a cell divides? Does it just split in two or something?
Bingo! That's where the cell cycle steps in. The cycle consists of several significant phases, starting with interphase, where the cell grows, then moving on to mitosis, during which the nucleus divides into two identical nuclei, almost like cloning. Lastly, we experience cytokinesis, when the cytoplasm divides, resulting in two daughter cells.
Wow, so it's like a production line? It keeps producing new cells.
You've hit the nail on the head. Studying cells enables us to comprehend growth, development, and even disease. Numerous illnesses stem from issues at the cellular level, cementing the importance of this field in medicine and research. The more we learn about cells, the better equipped we are to confront health challenges.
That makes so much sense. I can't believe how integral cells are to everything. It's like they're the unsung heroes of biology or something.